To North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was plowed in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, and I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs. Drive of the afternoon. First down. Here's Corral with it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. D'Onta Foreman. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure, back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Every yard on that. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting. Even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The 25, and he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for the Niners. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Again, McCaffrey. Calling a gain of the yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd and you go to the air.
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Purdy looking to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Corral to Moore there, good for a Carolina first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On first down, it's Corral. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Corral. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's Foreman. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, we're down to home run in the backfield. That can take him the distance. But a short yardage trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
Run on first down with Hubbard. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On 2nd down, here's Corral. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, Corral. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's more. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Corral on second down. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Corral from the gun on third down here. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down. Now Foreman. Room here to run. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. 40 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal.
Hey, I'm gonna give you a tip of what you gotta do in a game like this.
No misdirection.
When you play a game where y'all both winning the ball and you're down, the down team gonna lose every time. Y'all gonna have to put that ball in the air if you want to win. Because I'm gonna keep running the ball.
And he'll manage to pick up.
I'm just telling you, when top players get you pinned like this, the only way to do it is to put it in the air, baby.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
I got to do this because y'all shouldn't have taken the pass from that.
That's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there that gets correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
They run their right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Stay on the ground with Hubbard. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Second and 9. Corral. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down.
It's not your defense. It's the offense. My offense is just like that, baby.
Being conservative and running that football.
Look at this shit. Come on. Come on.
And he's going to get a
and you keep tackling me inside. It's over for you. You should just let me run out of bounds. Look at that, man. 9 yards, 10 yards.
I mean, this
they not letting them. We just
usually get better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Corral to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They have to love seeing that from their young.
yeah, I put a whooping on him, man. I tried to coach him, but I mean, I ain't really have to talk. He did all the talking, man. He not good. Talk about the plays. Boy, bro.